when we left? By the time we got to Florida, it was in the high 90s. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it in reverse. You just turn around and head right straight back up there. You know, the beautiful thing is, I love you guys so much. I don't love Florida, but I love y'all so much, right? That we are here, and it is such a blessing to be back. And thank you that while we were gone, you were very hospitable to Brother Roger. You know, he spoke very nicely of you folks in the way that you treated him, and I thank you for that. That really means a lot. It speaks volumes about who you are in the process. So I want to welcome you today to service here today. And what a happy Mother's Day, right? Happy Mother's Day. You know, today's one of those special days for me. You know, it's Mother's Day for me. You know, it's Mother's Day has always been special, but today is a special day. And you know what? We should really embrace that. God has given us this special day to really recognize our mothers and our wives and our daughters and daughter-in-laws in the process of what is there. It was funny. I actually I was in a meeting with my boss on Friday, and you know it's a Teams meeting, so it's over the internet on things, and Denise walks into my office. She can hear what's going on. Same as my boss's wife walks in the office. She can hear what's going on in the conversation. And I just said, you can't see her, right? Because the video's only on me, on what's there. And Tom, he says, hey, well, make sure you tell Denise Happy Mother's Day. You know, Sunday is going to be a special day. And I said, every day is Mother's Day, Tom. What are you talking about? Had no idea his wife, Caitlin, was in the background. And she says, you're my new best friend. So you never know. There's always somebody listening, because I could have been just as easily on the other end of that conversation, and I could have been in the doghouse, right? You never know when somebody is listening. But just a couple of announcements that we have. Tomorrow night, our deacons meeting at 6 o'clock, council meeting at 7. Young at Heart will be on Thursday at noon. And then you'll notice in your bulletin it says Kids Night, May 15th from 6 to 8. You know, we kind of changed the name of that because you know what? We think it's not just a kids' night, right? We have a purpose. God has a purpose in everything that he does, so therefore we have a purpose. You know, part of our mission statement here at Reynolds Road is that we are to love people where they're at, right? And we engage them and we disciple them. So on our way back from Pennsylvania, we got a hold of Wendy and Christy, and we were talking and said, you know what, we really have to come up with a different name. I just don't like Kids Night. It just sounds so blah, right? And what's there? It's got to have something that is there. And they turned around and they said, you know what? Why don't we use LED, what we have, what we do, love, engage, and disciple. I said, man, that just rocks, right? So if you notice, there's banners, there's things on the door. So we talk about our kids program, whether it's on Wednesday nights or Friday nights. It's not led, right? But we are spirit-led, but it is love, engage, disciple. It is LED is our program. They've made some great flyers. Pass them out, right, to your grandkids, to people, your neighbors, all these things. There's a calendar that goes with all of this, and it's a big night this Friday night. You know, we've worked hard to get to the point that we can both entertain the kids, the young kids, whenever they come, but to be able to feed them, because, you know, one of the things that we see in this neighborhood, this mission field that God has given us, you know, when we sit down to eat, these kids are ravenous. I've not seen, I still can't get out of my mind. A couple of years ago at VBS, this little This little 5-year-old girl, I think she was 5 years old, 6 years old at the time. That child sat down and ate 5 hot dogs. And I mean, she wasn't struggling to eat them. This girl was so hungry. Part of what we do in loving them and engaging them so that we can share the love of Jesus, so that we have a chance to disciple them. Take that, put it on your prayer list. Let it be a part of every day, the things that you think about, the things that you talk about. Let's grow this and the opportunity that God has given us. You know, we have some very wonderful people here who are ready to get these things moving. We also have on Saturday, the 16th, then we have our ladies' luncheon that's going to take place. I believe that's at 12 o'clock? 12 o'clock at Broadway Diner. So you can talk to, oh yeah, if I'd have read that, that's what it says here. 12 o'clock, Broadway Diner in Bartow. So it pays to pay attention. Right, to read all the way through, not stop at the end of the line. But get with Wendy and Denise, and you guys get this thing arranged so that we can make sure that you guys have just a wonderful time in this ladies' luncheon. It'll be a great blessing to you as well. And then on the 22nd, we'll be re-engaging with Faith Extreme for this month. The time has changed just a little bit. They want us there at 6 o'clock. So we'd be there from 6 to 8 or so on what that time frame looks like. And for any of you who have not had a chance to be there, talk to those who have. It is an extremely blessed time to be there with that ministry, with those kids that are there. We're doing a lot to model a lot of what we're doing after what the success that they have had. Faith Extreme has been going for about 20 years. And they have built an extremely successful program, and we're trying to model a lot of what we do off of the way that they have done them. So keep those in your prayer as well, right? As to be there for that. You know, there's no there's no service tonight. Today is one of those days that we really want you to focus, be with family, right? Do those things to really honor Mom in this day and the things that you do with her. Therefore, there is also no choir practice tonight. Choir practice will start up next Sunday night following the evening service. So we'll get those things back moving along as well.